Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm here to show you how to give your Nintendo Labo blaster a little bit longer of a lifespan. Now if you're like me, my girlfriend and I were playing this awesome little alien game that came with the blaster, the VR starter set. You'll notice each time that you load your weapon, it's putting a little bit of a strain on the handle, and you can see here there's already a crease. If you hadn't noticed, look at your blaster and you'll probably see that. But don't worry guys, there is a solution. That's right. After just a little bit of searching, I found a 3D printed handle upgrade for the blaster by a guy named 3D Honeycomb. And he also made a VR lock upgrade, which kind of holds your VR headset into place. But today we're going to look at how to install the handle upgrade if your blaster is already together, which I'm sure it is. Just follow along this process guys. Use both hands. You'll see in my video I had to use one hand for a lot of it, so I did have to stop and do it with two hands and just show pictures in the video. Sorry about that, but that's the only way I could get it done. Let's run down the list of things we need. Obviously you need the 3D printed parts from 3D Honeycomb. I'll leave a link for that. He supplies these for free, so that's really awesome. Give him props. You can see how well designed these are. Fits perfect, just laying over top of it. You're also going to need 8 of these little screws. I got these from a friend who printed the parts out for me actually. He had these laying around, so you can probably find these anywhere. They're about 7/16 of an inch long, and they have this little funky Allen head on them. So you can use this an Allen wrench to put these in, but make sure you don't over tighten them, because the 3D printed part's not really threaded, but it does go in perfectly. The head on this one says 3/32, so I'm guessing that's the size of the screw as well. I don't know much about this stuff. Here's another look at the head of the screw. Besides those two things, the parts, the screws, you're going to need a small screwdriver, and that'll be to get the washers out of the gun. You'll see in a minute. Here's the part we're going to be taking off. So just follow along closely and take your time, guys. If you have your gun turned upside down, you'll notice there's a tab on the bottom on that triangular piece. There's a tab on the back of the handle, and there's a tab on each side of the handle. Now this is all just one big piece, so just take your time and we'll pull it off all in one piece here in just a second. Here's another look from a further away angle, guys. You can see the tab here on the back of the handle, the little clips on the sides. See, there's one on each side. And then you got the tab right here on the gray triangular piece that goes up against the barrel. So guys, first things first, just take your time and pop this tab on the back of the handle. You're not going to use this piece again, but you do want to be careful getting it off, because you don't want to accidentally rip another piece or cause any unnecessary strain on the rest of the gun. There's a tab on the side. Pull it out. Pull it out on the other side as well. And don't get too excited. Next you can pop the tab here. You can see inside, I think our instructional video when we were putting this together, it said the little handshaking tabs. So you're going to have to get those handshaking tabs apart. I'm struggling with it one-handed. Just be careful with these, because you will need these again. You'll have to use them. So I had to pause for a second and get those undone. You can see now we've got our little clips. I'll just call them clips for the sake of the video. I'm not sure what else to call them. It's a little clip with a washer on the other underside of it. When I was making this video, I was trying to pull this part, but it's on the underside, guys. This is the clip, and the underside has got the snap-on washer. So if you just lightly lift that up, and here's where you'll bring in your little flathead screwdriver. Just very carefully pry those off from the bottom and kind of hold the pressure the best way you can. And that's going to be the hardest part. Once you get those off, you can see from here, it's just a matter of sliding the cardboard up a little bit. Again, this is all one piece, and oh yeah, you got to get the little clips out first. And once you get those out, it comes right off. And here's the piece that we are replacing. Okay guys, notice here you've got the piece of cardboard that folds over with the two holes, and you got two orange tabs. Right now would be probably a good idea to go ahead and take your clips and slide them through the underside of these two holes here. I forgot to do that, but it's easy enough to get in later. Here's the piece you're going to need. It's going to slide down on the handle and clip right in here. You can see the two clips. This guy really put a lot of thought into this. But you'll slide this handle down over top of the old handle, and you're going to angle it back a little bit, because if you don't, the clips are just going to catch the bottom of your handle. See the tab? It needs to go through the back side of the opening of your new part. So make sure it gets through there before you continue to slide it on down. You can slide it down, making sure you get in between the gray piece there and the handle. It won't go really far, but you'll know how far to go by your little clips here. Your clips will just kind of push in and go right into the sides there. I had to pause the video here because it's really hard to pry those apart. So take both hands and pry it apart and push it forward at the same time, and you'll get them in. You'll notice here now I have my tab sticking up to the opening in the back, and the tab in the front, and then the holes are laying on top of the other folded piece that had the holes in it. Like I said, if you didn't already do this, you can easily do it now. Just take your little grommets or your little clips, whatever we call them, stick them underneath the cardboard and underneath your new 3D printed part, and push them up through there. You see, they go in between the cardboard and the barrel. It's really easy to get in there. Just push those in. Push your new piece down over top of that. And you're all set to go grab your little washer clips. Instead of forcing these on with your hands, guys, don't try to do that. I started to do that here, and I stopped because I started folding the barrel of my gun. What you want to do is grab your little flathead screwdriver and just stick it underneath and kind of just hold it while you press down with your fingertips. I just use like a thumb and a finger just to kind of press that down, and it snapped on pretty easy. Snap those on, and the hard part is definitely over with now. Now it's just a matter of reconnecting your hand-shaking tabs. Again, kind of hard one-handed, so I had to pause the video again. Clip those back together, and then you're ready for your last piece. This just goes right over top of the handle piece. It can only go one way. You slide it on, just line your holes up, and then put in your screws, and you're good to go. Again, guys, make sure you don't over tighten these. I think I gave it about 8 small turns, and that seemed good enough. As long as your parts aren't moving and they're supporting each other, you should be good. Thanks for following along, guys. I hope this helped someone and made some obvious improvements to your blaster. You can see here that there's no more bending, and you can feel the support here on the handle. Thanks again to 3D Honeycomb, and thank you guys for watching.